there's a lot going on, and I'm just like doing it live on all my social media. So forgive me if it looks crazy, but I need to do this. Like, whoa, okay. So, I just had the most beautiful, amazing, enlightening just day, and I wanted to share with everybody that just you have to know your worth, you have to know that you matter, and you have to know that it's going to get better. Okay. So, you don't know my story, and if you do, cool, but let me catch you up. So, I've been really sick, chronically ill, still am, multiple things for about 15 years that I can remember. Like 15 years. I've been sick for about 15 years. But that it's been really, really bad. It's literally been about, okay, 2 years where it's been horrendous, where I've been in and out of the hospital multiple times, doctor visits all the time, blah, 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 blah. I haven't been able to work. Okay, fast forward. I was really, really sick. I was on a lot of medications. And I almost died multiple times. Multiple times because of healthcare miscommunications, because of medications that really weren't good for me, just a lot of things. And again, not mad. The doctors were trying to just figure it out. We got to just give them the credit where credit is due. Doctors are trying their best. And then just sometimes, unfortunately, due to protocols, time constraints, and just freaking big pharma, insurance, money, money, money. When they go into this beautiful practice of healing and do no harm, they do harm because their hands are tied due to things that have nothing to do with medical care. Okay. And unfortunately, I was a victim of it. And I also was a person who was part of the system, because I can speak because I worked and I'm a certified medical interpreter, and I'm certified, and I actually worked in a medical field in a hospital, in an emergency department as a medical interpreter, a secretary, and a patient advocate. So listen to my warnings, people, okay? I know what I'm talking about for me, okay? But this might help you. So don't fall in the trap, okay? So if anybody could have known, would have seen, would have been able to help herself, advocate for herself, you think it would have been me. But no, it could happen to me. It's happening to you. It's happening all around us. And I'm just trying to spread the word. Know yourself, know your body. Don't let anybody tell you that you are sick for the rest of your life, that you have to be on 25 medications, that don't let anybody tell you that you are not worth fighting for your life. Sorry. Just had a really cool day. I was using a cane. 2 months ago. I was in the hospital with tubes in March. And today I went on a walk for obesity. I hugged a person who in the healthcare field had unknowingly harmed me, and he didn't know it, and that's fine. It's not his fault. I hugged him because hugging him was hugging me and showing that I mattered, that I made it, that there was hope and there was light at the end of the tunnel. And that just because I was fat because of medications and the doctors didn't know and they blamed me for being fat, and because I had PTSD from my job and the doctors didn't know that, you can't blame anybody. They didn't know, and so they just threw pills and whatever and fibromyalgia and pain. I got it. But I decided that I was going to figure myself out. And I took a freaking seat. I took a back seat and I shut up and I listened to my body and I said, enough. Nobody's going to tell me about me but me and God and spirit. That's it. I had a doctor who saved my life. Dr. Perillo, I love you, and you will get that credit because you woke me up one day when you said in the hospital and y'all didn't know what was happening and I was about to die, and it was really scary for my family. And I didn't know what was going on, and I was getting frustrated and I was scared. And he said, enough. You don't have to prove how sick you are to anybody. I'm here and I'm going to help you, but we have to figure it out together. Dr. Perillo, so thank you. St. Francis, Trinity, I don't care. Not sponsored. Love that man. He helped me save my life. He helped me take my I know I had it in me, but he helped me take my power back. When he said, I don't have to prove it to anybody. And all my life, I've been proving something to somebody. Like, oh, I don't know what it is, but I don't know. But when I was dying and nobody could save me because they didn't know what was going on, and I prayed 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 and I prayed, and just shit got worse and worse and worse and worse. But I didn't give up. I didn't give up, guys. I didn't give up. And I just want you to know that the message that I felt driven to literally get on my YouTube, my Instagram, and my Facebook like a crazy crying person is that I want to tell you that you have the power. You are the pill. You are God because God is within you. You have it all. Nobody can take away your voice. I was in speech therapy and I still have muscle tonal dysphonia. You will hear my pitch, whatever. But enough. I went, okay, speech therapy. Let's go. Let's go. Nutrition visits. Let's go. Walks in the park with a friend. Let's go. Giving back to my community as a volunteer, even though I can't work right now. Let's go. You can do it. I didn't have a car. So I had to learn how to walk again without a cane. Without a cane. Yup. Let's go. So what is your excuse? I'm just tired. I had to get off of social media because I got tired of listening to everybody complain. You not giving it to me. You not giving it to me. Nobody's going to save you. Nobody but yourself. Nobody. The doctor's not going to save you. Your mama's not going to save you. Your man is not going to save you. Your kids are not going to save you. God will save you, but he's giving you the tools. Okay, but you still complaining. You're still complaining. I complained too. I was mad that I didn't have friends no more. I was mad that everything was falling apart, that I couldn't work, that the career that I had worked so hard for was taken away from me. Victimized. No, you're not a victim. You're not a victim. No, stop being a victim. Stop playing a victim. Nobody's a victim here. And I've been raped. I've had PTSD. I've been fat. I've been skinny. I've had anorexia. I've had bulimia. I've had mental illness, been in a psych ward. I've literally died several times. Like, I've had botched surgeries. I've had a miscarriage, so I've lost a child. I've literally lost family members to suicide. Okay, so, oh my God. So who am I going to blame? The universe? The universe did all of this to me? Why me? No. Man up. Put your big girl panties on and go take care of your life. Go. Nobody is going to motivate you if you don't motivate yourself. Who's coming to save you? Is somebody going to go buy you healthy food? Is it magically going to appear healthy food? Nope. You have to go do the research, make healthier choices. For a long time, I had to buy stuff at the dollar store, and I still do. But there's healthy choices at the dollar store. Go figure it out. Every time somebody comes with an excuse, I'm like, sure, I understand. I've been there. Like, I'll listen to you. But don't come to me if you ain't ready to change, and you ain't ready to man up, and you ain't ready to because my number is 5, and 5 means drastic change, baby. So you see in my face, you see Red Cruz, the angels done. You was praying and the angels sent me. And I'm about to make you change because there's nothing you could say that I haven't been through. There's nothing, literally nothing you can't say almost that I haven't seen, that I haven't been through. Again, light and love. I'm here. I understand. I'm listening, but don't be mad when I'm telling you the truth about yourself. I had to sit there and take several seats and look at the mirror and say, what was Red doing wrong? What was she doing wrong? What could she do to do better? How could she help the doctors to save her life? Oh, okay. So I don't need that medication. Let's try and get off of that. Great. Let's prepare my vessel for the doctors to have a canvas, right? Doctors are not freaking miracle workers. They can only they take in knowledge, they use their education, and then they give great advice and hopeful good decisions. And let's hope for a good outcome. But they don't know every single person individually. You have to know yourself. You do. You have to take responsibility. And you know what I realized was that as I have a lot of, I would take care of children, and I have a background in, I actually met my husband in a school system. And so what I would see is that children, we're so quick to like stifle a child and be quiet and da-da-da-da. And don't say that and don't do that and blah, blah, blah. But if you look at children, and if you remember when you were a child, you knew what was good for you, kind of like you felt it, like, you would sleep, you get enough sleep, you eat. And then you had parents that would make sure you went to bed, you were clothed, you were taken care of. And then when did we forget to start doing that for ourselves? When did we as adults start treating ourselves so badly? Like, I literally had to be around children recently in order to remember that I had to treat myself like a child. Like, I had to give myself regular feedings, because I don't know about you, but in working in emergency room medicine and interpreting out in the field, lunch, dinner, I don't even know what those things were. I don't know. Hectic life. I fed my kids, but I didn't feed myself. But I took pills for medication for my different ailments instead of food. When did that become fuel? Just saying. And then coffee, though, because America runs on, you know what? Caffeine. That is the fuel of the medical profession. That is the fuel of people out in service. I didn't eat right. So, my body starts to freak out. Then I never meditated. I never released all the tragedy and insanity and drama that I witnessed every day of my life for my profession. And I took that on, and I didn't release that either. And so when did mental health become such a taboo subject that nobody in America wants to talk about it until people are shooting people? When that's not, we all need to talk. Like, I realized that I had to be quiet because I had to listen, but then talk when need be. And nobody wants to talk about mental illness. It's needed, especially in the medical field. I'm sorry if y'all not my fellow workers. Y'all need PTSD is real in our field. Please go help yourselves. My fellow law enforcement officers, workers, I have family in that field. Please, it is paramount. We are the first responders. We are the people who are the beacons of hope and in crisis. And we absorb that, and nobody teaches you how to let that go. And that was weight that I put on. That was bad habits that I picked up as smoking cigarettes. Medical field, a lot of law enforcement officers smoke cigarettes. Go look out in the ambulance bay. Like, it's sad because we don't know what to do. We're like, oh, like, it's a lot. So people need to go hug a medical worker and say thank you for literally taking care of all the drama and then absorbing it and then saying thank you, have a great day and a life, and hugging you and being gone. Like, people never hug the people in the medical field, and I'm sorry, like, they are paramount. Doctors, they are like amazing. Like, this is literally, I'm from the medical field. I worked alongside these beautiful people who chose this field to help people. And then stupid policies and protocols got in the way. And then we get depressed and we get anxious because of 9/11. I was part of the medical field when that happened. Nobody talks about that. all the disaster, all of the crisis that all of us have to be exposed to, but nobody wants to talk about it because I don't understand when we all stop talking about feelings. So no wonder we all eat our feelings and then we're 300 pounds and we all take a pill for anxiety instead of addressing why we're anxious, and we all take a depression medication because we're so depressed. Nobody wants to address the feelings. But if a child, but when we're speaking to our children, we're like, talk about it. It's okay. Let me give you a hug. I love you. But we're horrible to ourselves as adults, to our own selves. To our own selves. And so the universe gave me a big ass timeout and said, psh, 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 bitch. And literally put me out. And I had to sleep. And I had to get better, and it is what it is. And I understood that the message was clear, that I had to take care of me first before I could help anybody else. Nobody was going to get helped if I didn't take care of me. Again, oxygen mask. What do they say when you're in an airplane? Oxygen mask on first, right? And then you put it onto the child. I didn't even give myself oxygen. And that's ironic because I'm an Aquarius, which is an air sign. Hello, I am air. But anyways, I just said, so I finally said, what could I do to help my doctor so I wouldn't die the next time? And I didn't have to be in the hospital again. And so I slowly got off of medication and I got off of 25 medications. Then I started to eat better, make better choices. I started to just learn how to make bread from scratch, how to make just everything like cut out, because I have migraines and a lot of the chemicals would trigger migraines. And I decided that I could make everything myself. Like I could make a chili seasoning packet without the chemicals. And I just decided that I could empower myself little by little. Every day, small changes, small steps, every single day. Like I had another doctor tell me, Dr. Secor, awesome guy too. And he said, I know something's wrong. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. But I can guarantee you this. And I was like, oh, there's a guarantee. I haven't received a guarantee from the 3,500 doctors I've been to. That's an exaggeration, but my insurance paperwork is really crazy. And he said, I can make you 20% better. That's a bold statement, sir. 20% better. And that was about a year or so ago. And I was like, 20% better. Okay. And I perked up and I listened. And again, he analyzed just tweaks and blood works and all of this stuff. And he said, if you do this, you know, when you feel this symptom, this means you're deficient in this, right? So for example, I had gastric bypass. That's a whole nother video, y'all. We're not talking about that today, but I did walk to end obesity or for obesity because it is something we need to talk about. But full circle moment, meaning that I wasn't eating the right foods. I was very fat because of inflammation due to illness. And because of all the medications I was on, I was very bloated. And then because I couldn't move due to pain, I had gastric bypass surgery. And then unfortunately, it triggered some other things in my system that made me, I have now chronic nausea for the rest of my life. And I also have malabsorption issues. I have other things, but we're not going to talk about that. Anyways, and he just said I could help you make 20% better. And I was like, okay, I'm listening. And he said, so when you feel really like, for example, after women have their monthly and we get really tired and we're depleted because I have anemia due to those things. And you see like circles, right? And see, I'm low in iron because I just came from the doctors and they're like, girl, you need to go. So now I have to go to the hematologist. But that's okay. That's a tune-up. That's not a setback, a tune-up. So here, right? Iron, right? I still did a walk though, even though mama needs some iron. She needs something. She need kale. I don't know. Some spinach. I'm going to go take a smoothie. But Point is, okay, so now I need iron. Go get iron in any form possible. Kale, smoothie, iron tablets, whatever. Go do it. Okay, boom. Now, when I start to get a little, when I'm not able to put my words together and I'm very foggy, and it has nothing to do with my muscle tonal dysphonia when it's right here when I can't write, because there's times where I can't write everything. It's crazy. And that's because of thymine. Who would have thought? I'm not losing my mind. I just need some thymine, y'all. Some B's, my B12s, my B6, my B, everything. B1. B1 is thymine, by the way. So check your B's. If you're extra foggy, y'all, like if you're extra like, what the, is going on? Okay, boom, thymine. Hey, and if you make your own bread, thymine is in bread. Sourdough bread is the best. I will tell you if you make sourdough bread as probiotics, amazing. So thymine helped me realize that I wasn't insane. Oh, they even checked me. They thought I had dementia, early onset dementia because of thymine deficiency. I thought I was losing my mind. Okay. And then they checked me for that. And so now I just tweak it all of it, when I need to. Also, my vitamin Ks. So I have to go make sure the vitamin K, I will be on vitamin D, the extra strength for the rest of my life. But I go out in the sun and I garden. And then I take walks when I can. And that's helped immensely. So my full circle moment was that for a really long time, I felt really victimized by the healthcare field. And I'm like, but I was in the healthcare field. How is this? I mean, what if I'm a victim? But then I realized like nobody was going to come and save me. I had to freaking figure it out too. I had to assist the doctors. I had to give them a clean slate. I had to meditate, not get so worked up when I went to their office visits because, I can get worked up. Surprise, surprise. I'm like, help me. I'm dying. Oh. But, calm down, Felicia. You got to just relax. So I had to meditate so I could ground myself and not go crazy on my wonderful doctors. And, therapy. I've been in therapy for 12 years. And I will tell you, I know that I will always have PTSD, anxiety disorder, depression, and what is it called? Flashbacks and OCD, amongst other things in my chart. Like you can't get rid of those things. They put them in your chart. They go out into the wilderness. And no matter how much my doctors, it's fine. It's cool. No worries. I don't have to live by those labels. I know what I am now. And I can honestly say that the coolest part was that my therapist of 12 years asked me the other day, hey, I haven't heard you mention a flashback in like a while. How are you with that? And I was like, oh, ever since I ended up in the psych ward by mistake. Yeah, long story, whole nother story. Just be careful. Mercury is in retrograde on Halloween, y'all. That's how I ended up in the psych ward by mistake when I was supposed to be getting an infusion on the 7th floor. And so the psych ward is a trigger of mine. And I got over the PTSD real quick, I guess. When you have to get your shit together and say, okay, I don't know what just happened here. I don't know how I'm in the psych ward when I'm supposed to be upstairs. And y'all literally telling me that I did something wrong and I don't know what's going on. But I'm going to just pray, ask for the angels, and calm down. Oh, you figure it out real quick. So that was a full circle moment in itself. But I didn't have, she just asked me the other day and I was like, no, I'm pretty good. I sleep pretty well. I meditate. So, and then today I did the walk and I got to see this other amazing person that I hadn't seen in like a year. And he's doing awesome too. And he's advocating for obesity and for the healthcare field to really give us more support and for it not to be over. Like gastric bypass is just the first step, or lap band or the sleeve or whatever. Like it's a village, man. Like it is a lifestyle. Your plumbing is permanently different. And I've ended up in the hospital because mine is permanently different. Now, it's an amazing surgery for those that need it, but it is also a surgery and a disease that needs more attention and more help. And I just want to tell you that I was able to just have a full circle moment where you love yourself, you surrender, you accept, and beautiful things happen. Like, I didn't have a car to get to the event, and all of a sudden somebody was like, here, borrow my car keys. I was like, oh, thank you. I didn't even have the money to register. Somebody said, here you go, free registration, just show up. It was frost yesterday. Like last night, I had to cover my tomatoes. The sun was shining. It was beautiful. Didn't even need a jacket. I'm just saying. Oh, and I won a prize. I had put in one. I think I was put in one for each. And people were winning. Like, people won like twice, 3 times. And we were like, what? And I was the last. I was going to walk away because I was like, oh, I didn't win nothing. And I'm like, and I was going to take one more lap. My victory lap of walking, being able to walk without my cane. And as I'm about to walk away, they say my name. And it was products that I wouldn't have bought for myself. I wouldn't have bought these products, because again, I prefer to give to others, not to myself. Full circle moment, when the universe, when you just say, I want to serve, I want to just do, I'm not going to say nothing to nobody. I'm just going to shut up and do my own work. And if you feel inspired, great. But I just wanted you to know that, like, from now on, I love y'all, but don't come to me and be like, I'm complaining, and then be mad that I just told you what to do and you don't want to do it. Again, 5'5", baby. Get with red. I am change. Boom. I am like, I will hand you the match. You could blowtorch your life, and then I will hand you the bricks so you could rebuild a beautiful mansion. But again, if you ever want to work with me as a like if you want me in your life as a coach, as an energy whatever healer, as a whatever, as a friend, as a lover, as a family member, from now on, know that you know my story. I know that there's hope and light in the end of the tunnel. My faith. I feel it so deeply, Lord. I do. Like, I really do. My faith has been tested, and I have come through it, and I have walked through the fire, and I said, yup, okay. You said walk this way, Lord, and I have. You said walk this way, Spirit, and I'm following you. I'm just surrendering. So if you don't come for me, you see my light, you see that I got this, fall back. If you ain't ready for change, if you're not ready for the positivity, I got the shield up. Shield. Shira. Like, The aura is tight, protected. I'm here for you if you're here for me. Again, I will give you the light. I will hand you the tools. But you got to do the work yourself. I will hand you the bricks, but you got to lay your foundation. And then I'll be gone. I'll be like, here's the help. And then I'm out. Like, I'm just that person now. I know I feel my calling. I felt compelled to write this today, to get on my social media. I was like, listen, I don't even care if one person see this, but something told me, and I even forgot my password because I haven't been on social media like that. I didn't want to post no videos. I just been meditating and trying to get my life right, because I'm like, I am nobody's nothing until I can't do it for myself. So I'm like, I'm not only the player, I'm not only the president, I'm the player president or whatever. I don't know, but I'm the president, I'm the CEO, I'm the worker, I'm the patient, I'm the client, I'm the whatever. So anytime you talk to me, just know that the truth is going to come out. I am a reflection of you. And if you want to change, then I'm in your life. If you didn't want to change, then bye. But from now on, I think that's what I'm going to be posting on my social media. I'm going to be posting about my crystals and how I've been healing through my crystals. And I know you see this, Wiki. This is our girl. Sorry, just got distracted by the crystals. But I want to talk about my crystals now. Like, I know my purpose. I want to talk about food and how it's fuel and healing. I want to talk about meditation, y'all. I want to talk about you finding your power, taking it back. Because this light worker has been activated. Like, beam. And I'm ready to activate all of y'all. I'm like, come on. And you get your power back. And you get your power back. And you get your power back. All of these matrices, all of these politicians, all of this government that told you not. All of these medicines and doctors and everything need to fall back. Go meditate. Go take several corners, several seats, and go listen to yourself. Go get empowered by your higher self. Go literally, like, stop perpetuating hate. Stop perpetuating disease. Stop killing people with your words, because words are thoughts, are entities, are beings that are trying to be birthed. And when you're like, I hate myself and I hate you, you're killing yourself on different timelines. You're hurting others. You're being the slave to others in other timelines when you say, I'm condemning you for having this belief. Don't lead with hate. Love is what got me here. Love got me to this point because I loved myself. I can't even speak because I want to speak in tongues, y'all. Like, I want to speak light language. I want to be like, Shambhala. I love y'all. Like, sending y'all light, like codes, everything, but y'all not ready yet. So that's for other videos. But sorry, it's just a mixture of languages. I'm an interpreter and I absorb every freaking language. It's crazy. But I just telling y'all, find your power. And I know that some of this stuff is not going to make sense to you, but that's okay because we're all on our journeys. So like one part of this video or live feed or whatever, however long it's up, if you've seen it, boom, like it might be what you just needed. Like you might heard. Sorry. Spirit, relax. I can't talk that fast. It's like I'm channeling and I'm talking about me at the same time. I'm like, holy cannoli, like, whoa, like, okay. I'm trying to be read and I'm channeling like other spiritual messages at the same time. And I'm like, okay, sorry, it's hilarious, y'all. It's like, okay. Whew. So I'm just saying that some things here are like, nah, you're going to be like, that chick is crazy because you're not ready on yet. And that's okay because I wasn't ready for a lot, y'all. Like, woo, I was not ready. But slowly the journey of everything presents itself. And it's like every time I got a puzzle piece. So I learned a lot from YouTube. I got a puzzle piece there. I learned a lot from this person. I got a puzzle piece there. I learned somebody from this person, puzzle piece. And you just literally collect all the pieces and you start putting them together of your life until it makes sense. It's like a treasure map to your purpose. It doesn't make sense until it makes sense, right? Like when you're in school. I was talking to this about a fellow light worker. She knows who she is. And we were talking about like, okay, you have all this information. I have all this information. You just want to be like, bleh. But we are all learning at our own pace. We are all in the school of life, right? And so we don't all have the information. And so like she's a sophomore and I'm a senior. Like I'm going into I'm going into university now. And it's like we're all on our path. And the sooner that we realize that we shouldn't be beating each other up and ourselves for not knowing better. How do you know better unless you experience it? Okay, how do you know you like a food unless you try it? So how do you know that that relationship isn't going to work for you unless you just went for it? How do you know that an alternative treatment such as crystals or cannabis or acupuncture won't work for you until you try it? I mean, like there's so many things in this world that are really like nobody wants to change in the beginning because it's really comfortable, but you keep asking for change because you're mad because you're stuck where you are. And then change presents itself and then you freak out and you're like, no, I'm uncomfortable. I don't know. But remember, nobody just swims right away. Nobody walks right away. You have to roll over. You have to sit up. Excuse me. First, you have to learn how to sit up. Support your core. Then you have to learn how to roll over. Change direction. Then you have to learn how to steady yourself on your knees and your arm. Balance. Then you stand on your 2 feet and you still have to hold on to the walls. Like, nobody's like running right off the rip. So why are we so horrendous? And I'm speaking to myself, but now that myself is not being mean to myself, like, why are you so mad at yourself? Guys, love yourself. You can. You want to go walk in nature? Go walk in nature. If you want to tell your boyfriend, I'm not doing this anymore, homie. Like, I loved you and I gave you 80 million chances. And I realized that I love you, but I got to go. Then do that. If you realize that you feel overweight and the doctors are telling you your blood pressure and your diabetes and whatever, go do research on what you can do so you don't have to take that pill yet. Go make moves, like money moves, y'all. Like, go make money moves for yourself. Go make spiritual money moves. Deal in spiritual currency. Go meditate. Go get to know yourself. Go cook a great meal for yourself and enjoy it and laugh. Go call somebody you haven't spoken to in forever and say, how are you today? I miss you. End of story. You know, like, I don't know. I'm just saying, nobody doesn't take money to spend sorry, everybody's like, I'm like, hey, what's up? It doesn't take money to I just want you to know that money didn't save me. Good insurance, yeah, that was helpful. But at the end of the day, insurance wasn't what saved me. It was my knowledge, learning myself, taking a break, understanding, not giving my energy to anybody else but myself, and taking care of myself like a kid, like a child, and then blossoming. So with that, this video was crazy long and I'm super sorry, but when the message is right, the message has got to come out. So I love you guys. I'm sending you all light and love. If you're still on and watching, I really hope you feel that. I feel it coming from my hands. I love you all so very much. And I thank you. And I hope that whatever part of this message you received, it ignites and it sparks you and it shows you that you can, that nobody can but you, and that you have the power. Be well. Love you guys. Bye.